I think that's a common question, and at least right now in the wrestling world. What is Chris Jericho doing now these days? The last time he was seen on screen wrestling wise, he was on the AEW screen with the whole learning tree gimmick with Big Bill and Brian Keith, when I think they were going by the Redwood and the Bad Apple. And there was a whole feud where he actually dropped the Ring of Honor World Championship to Bandito. But mind you, that was, and I think, April or May of 2025. He hasn't been seen on AEW screens since. And to be fair, Tony Khan has come out and said there hasn't been any creative plans to bring back Chris Jericho either. And technically, if you go look on the AEW roster page right now, he's still on there. As you can see, it says AEW World Tag Team Champion Cash Wheeler right above him. And Tony Khan has gone on record and say he would love to have Chris Jericho back. But, the most recent, rumor mill is that he is going to be joining WWE and going on a retirement tour this year. There have been reports saying since he hasn't been seen on AEW screens and there aren't any creative plans for Chris Jericho, and since he hasn't really competed in almost a year, he can absolutely go back and sign a contract for WWE, especially if he doesn't have an AEW contract. And plus, there have been some random quote-unquote hints WWE or certain people in WWE have been dropping to the point where they thought he was going to make an appearance on the Stranger Things episode of Monday Night Raw. But it never happened. In fact, as of recent as well, there have been some reports that Chris Jericho might make a stop in TNA. And if you don't know, right now TNA and WWE have a multi-year deal relationship. And for those of you who have been watching WWE and TNA, it's been the whole WWE common quote-unquote relationship where TNA isn't necessarily getting some of the bigger and best WWE stars, but WWE is getting some of the bigger and best names TNA has to offer. So, as of right now, it's truly up in the air on what Chris Jericho is going to do. He can absolutely go back to AEW and start something else, but I will say fans weren't really big on him last time he was on screen, to the point where he had some go-away heat, X-Pac heat, where people legitimately didn't want to see him on screen. Or he could pop up in WWE for a whole new retirement run. It's up in the air right now.